and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you would like a podcast that's not like that, then head on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked, where they talk to people about things.
And stuff. They talked to a person recently, but I forgot.
Oh, crud.
I didn't look up who it was. Maybe I'll look it up between episodes, and we'll talk about it then.
There we go. So tune in next week.
Tune in next week to
find out. Instead of going and searching for yourself, tune in next week when we tell you.
Yeah. Before we say anything else, I want to thank our new patrons, Ben and Abigail. Thank you for being our patrons.
Yes.
You, too, can be a cool patron if you go to patreon.com/Krolmeister sisters. You know?
You can do that.
Yeah. But what are we going to talk about today, sister?
Today we're going to boo!
Eek.
Thank you for not committing to the bit whatsoever.
Well, I didn't know the bit was going to happen.
I feel like it was obvious.
Bits on me.
I can absolutely... Your improv skills are waning.
Wow.
We're talking about scariest Nancy Drew moments.
Yeah, we want to thank Becca from YouTube for suggesting this. She asked us for our top jump scares, but we just wanted to expand on that to this is the scariest moments in Nancy Drew.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in no particular order, to be honest. Though maybe we will save the scariest for last. No particular order, except for the last one.
Except for that one. I don't know which one that is. So I guess you're taking the lead.
You know which one it is.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to start with all of the spooky moments in Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
So they all rate, like, the same for us. They're all kind of like one unit. I don't think any of them really stand out to me as different.
No, they're just, as a unit, they provide an air of spookiness to the game.
Yeah.
Give it an actual atmosphere.
Yeah.
Instead of a cardboard box, which is what the rest of the game is.
I mean, very true. I think the game is a lot spookier because it was the first one we played. And we were like 9 and 11.
That's true.
So the game's a lot spookier when you're 9 and 11, I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Probably.
A lot spookier when you're 9, I have to say. You know, as I've noticed.
Yeah.
But a lot of those moments are just really spooky. Spooky is the word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
it's really good.
Yeah. I see you.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Spooky.
It's spooky. It's good, and it's like I've been playing it for how long now, and like some of them still make me like jump a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, whew, that wall moved. It's fine.
Exactly.
Oh, it's never explained, but anyway.
You know. Obviously, it was carbon monoxide poisoning. Wait a second. No, that's our next one. All of the spooky moments in Ghost of Thornton Hall.
Yeah, it's spooky because it's being,
It's spooky because...
It's killing Nancy's brain.
It's spooky because of the brain damage.
Yes, exactly.
It's spooky because of the health and safety hazards. I mean, I would like to separate out in this one the spooky stuff because there are, like, in Ghost of Thornton Hall, there are, like, the spooks that are, like, you know, out of the corner of your eye. Like, you see, like, the shadow passing or Mr. Skinbag. Or, the statue moving. That stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff is spooky. But then there's another level of the Charlotte apparitions.
Yes.
Those are spookier.
Yes.
I would say they are scarier.
Because
then
they
she just kills you.
Yeah. Because they are not jump scare moments like the other ones are. Those are literally billed as being jump scares.
Yeah. It's like just out of the corner of your eye you see it, right? Yeah.
It's an achievement for it anyway. But for the Charlotte ones, they're just little moments that you're stuck in because they draw it out very nicely. It feels like a nightmare where you're standing at the end of a hall, you can't move, but there's this spooky thing coming towards you. Maybe that's just me.
No, but pretty much.
Yeah. And it's like, I can't do anything.
That's definitely, I think, on the scarier side.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that if I had been 9 playing the game, I would have been terrified.
Yeah.
But I was a scaredy cat.
She didn't like the...
You're going to bring up Aladdin again?
Yes, I am. You know what? If everybody gets to keep bringing up the fucking 2x4, I can bring up the fucking...
Cave of Wonders.
Thank you, Cave of Wonders. I'm like, Cave of Tiger. From Aladdin.
Cave of Tigers.
That new ancient Roman show. We good?
Yes, I was afraid of the Cave of Wonders. It talked in a scary voice, okay?
I think you didn't like the early CGI.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
I was like 3.
It was early, it was out of place, it wasn't the flat cartoon.
Exactly.
Oh, I get it,
Yeah.
sister.
But yes, I would have been terrified of Charlotte. So yeah, I definitely separate those 2 categories out in Ghost of Thornton Hall.
Okay, literally the most terrifying, honestly, like, it's not the one we're saving for last, but one of the most terrifying moments in all of Nancy Drew history. Here's Shorty. No.
Honestly. And it doesn't help the fact that we are
dum-dums and didn't understand the puzzle when we first played the game.
We lost, like, probably 15 times, like, in a row. Like, we got killed by Shorty over and over again. It was like...
We were in tears.
We were literally, like, in tears about this. And this was before we knew about, like, game boomers or anything. Like, we didn't know that it existed at this point, even though it definitely did. We didn't know walkthroughs were a thing. So
we weren't really allowed to Google, so...
Yeah, that was...
That's an interesting... I'll unpack that later.
But yeah, we continually just died. So I think that adds to how terrifying it is.
Yes.
Especially since it's like, he's gonna kill us. Like, he kills Nancy.
And then, upon replays, you have to deal with the fact that you know he does that.
Yeah, it's true.
You have to play nice with this man, and it's like, ew, no. The replayability goes down a tiny bit.
A tiny bit.
Due to that part.
Yeah.
It makes me feel icky.
Good for you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Shorty is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, being just hit upside the head in the ghost town.
Yeah.
That's also terrifying.
Yeah.
Because you have that, it's like that entire feeling of you are alone. And there's no one here for miles. Nothing can happen to you here because there's no one here. This
and now
is
that you're incapacitated, you have no agency. And like, it's terrifying.
And then you're trapped in a prison where there's no one here for miles. No one.
And you could just die in there.
You could just die. And that's terrifying. Nice.
Their scares really play on our basest instinct as humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, those are terrifying.
Yeah.
Along the same vein as Here Shorty, Say Goodnight Nancy.
Yeah.
Less terrifying. But
slightly less terrifying, yeah.
Mostly because I feel like I could probably kick Andy Jason's ass.
Yeah. Although that's not how it happens if you let him.
I know, but I could personally. So
yes. Well, he's like a twig. I mean,
I know exactly. That's why it's a little less intimidating for me personally.
But he also looks a little like Todd from Community.
He does.
He does
a little bit. But the Say Goodnight Nancy, and then again, like, I'm gonna also lump in, like, Elliot trying to kill us, and Soren with his axe. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna lump all those in together as men trying to just kill us. Oh, and Dwayne Powers coming to kill us.
Ugh.
In Stay Tuned for Danger. All of those get lumped in together in my brain as being equally terrifying.
Yeah.
Here Shorty is above that. All the others are just slightly below that.
Yeah. So they have their own little podium off to the side of the main trophies.
Yeah. And maybe Emily in there as well, but the bone makes it more comedic than terrifying.
Yeah.
It's like, why has she got the bone? Like, if it had been a wrench or something, then it would have been scary. But,
yeah.
Like, it's a bone, so it's like...
You know what? While I'm thinking about it, the Elliot thing may be scariest, because I'm suddenly realizing that it could have horrible, like, long-term story implications in which he killed Nancy and he's hiding her body in parts, in bits of I mean, he's fucking building all that stuff. And what if he starts putting them in the... No, he wouldn't do that, because then they can be like, no, I got it from that guy, and that's easy solve. But no, yeah, and so he's like putting them inside of the carousel, and he gets away with it. And for 20 years, they sit in there, and nobody knows that they've been riding Nancy Drew the entire time. And then they go to I'm sorry, I'm done pitching. I have an entire story. I'm almost done. You want me to tell it?
Sure.
And then... they go to tear down the carousel. And so he has to lead the Save the Historic Carousel team to try to stop them from finding Nancy's body. It doesn't go well.
Too bad he killed Nancy, otherwise he could have hired her to try and help to get Nick Falcone's help.
So true.
Yeah, see? He could have had a contact, but no, he had to go and kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his is also scary because of the lighting.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I'll just go back to that.
I feel like it has long-term implications that need to be addressed, okay? That's all
true.
I'm saying.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I have to ask, what do the others plan to do? Like, Dwayne Powers, what is his backup plan? Does he just plan to kill Lillian and Nancy and just leave them there?
Yes! I have told you.
I know,
he was going to stage their bodies.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like, he was never going to get away with it after killing people. Like, sure, Emily and Shorty, it's like, you're killing them in somewhere where no one knows about.
Yeah.
So,
that's...
people aren't going to know. But then with, like, Elliot and well, I mean,
Andy's doing that out in the middle of the ocean with a bunch of thugs around who can help destroy the body.
That's true.
Yeah. I think we're good. And an orca he could just feed the meat to.
It's true. I think Dwayne is the only one where I'm like, this is just ill-advised.
Well, he's an actor.
Murder is always ill-advised, but this one is especially ill-advised.
This is a particularly ill-advised murder.
Yeah.
But nah, he's an actor. He's doing it for the theatrics.
Also, Detective Beach. I forgot to put him in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
he's already... not even just the moment where he kills Nancy. His existence in the game is a scary moment.
Just the moment we meet him, we're like,
the moment we sit across from that child molester.
I know. It's like, no thank you.
Nope.
No thank you. Okay, so, as we've just listed, men are terrifying. Yep, and there's my next one. Taylor Sinclair as your when you first meet him.
Yeah.
Terrifying moment. And then he's like, you should come see me at my office. And I'm like, hell no. And Nancy's like, sure. And I'm like, Nancy, do not go meet the strange man at his office.
She has no self-preservation instincts. She's
no. None.
I'm concerned for her well-being. We should really sit her down and talk to her.
Yeah. I mean, honestly.
But here's one actually that we forgot to put on the list, even though we've talked about it. The mummy in... when you first get pushed into the monolith with the mummy.
Terrifying. Honestly.
Scarlet Hand. There's the mummy coming into your face aspect. And then
being
there's...
closed in and suffocating.
Yeah. As Nancy continues to go, it's getting hard to breathe.
Yeah. Over and over again. Terrifying. Just awful. And yet again, something where we died a whole bunch.
Yes.
We died a bunch. And I was terribly claustrophobic as a child, so I had to just walk out of the room.
So I had to do that.
I was like, nope. So, terrifying.
Yes. But I guess we're back to men being awful. All of these are scary. All of these are about men being scary.
A lot of them. Not all of them. Not all of them.
A majority of them.
Ghost of Thornton Hall isn't about men. It's about carbon monoxide.
A man-made issue.
What can I say? Men are scary.
Speaking of, skeleton man appearing in the beginning of Legend of the Crystal Skull.
Oh yeah, that was terrifying.
Yes. That's a very good spooky game in general. It keeps you kind of like, ooh, gives you a chill. But particularly starting with a man just like being there when he's not supposed to be there, and the lights going out, and then and he's dressed as a skeleton, and he's got a mask on, and it's like, this could go wrong in 100 different ways. Luckily it doesn't, but it's a real scary moment.
Masks are scary.
Masks are terrifying.
Masks are terrifying. You guys are learning a lot about us tonight. Masks are terrifying. They just are.
They just are.
And it doesn't help that the first time that we played the game, it was storming out. Mm-hmm. We had all the, it was a really dark day. We had all the lights off. Everything was, really dark, and we were just, huddled up by the computer. And then it's just, the lightning crashes, and then it's the skeleton man, and then we were just like...
Yes.
So,
mm-hmm.
It's terrifying. Also...
Were you going to mention the thing in Zeke's?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The jar in Zeke's, when you tap it, that's a little jump scare to, well, at least for us.
Yeah,
you tap it, and it just goes...
I love it. It's so spooky.
It's spooky.
Though
I have to say that the cemetery is lacking in spooks, but
yeah,
I accept that because it's still a cemetery, and I appreciate that it exists. So
Always.
It's still a big plus as being a cemetery. You know.
Yeah.
I would also now like to put in the mirror jump scare in Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Yes.
Which is terrifying.
Horrifying.
I've played that game so many times now. I know it's coming. Every single time I know what is happening. And every single fucking time I make an audible gasp.
Yeah.
When the mirror cracks.
Yeah. It's well, and it's that kind of thing works well for me, like that the jittery sort of motion, and so that's already got me on edge. And then it's accompanied by because something in a mirror you can just be like, oh, okay, it's a screen, it's a TV I'm looking at, but then like it comes out of the glass, and so it's like popping into reality.
Yeah, it's just like. Basically, I think what makes that one really good is that it builds the tension. So,
because there's the
lights
slow
dim,
pan.
the lights dim, then you see the girl, and then it gets nearer and nearer, and the tension is building, and then the tension breaks, like when the mirror breaks. Yeah. And that's why it's just like, that makes a really good spooky moment.
And even before you actually see the mirror, they swing you
like
in. It's like a dolly shot.
Yeah, it really is.
They swing you in, and the lights are flickering. Yeah, and you can hear them flickering, and there's a da da. And
pretty much. It's good. Yeah. It's a good moment.
It's a well executed moment.
It really is. It's a well executed spooky moment. It's some good spooks.
Good spoops.
Yeah. But what we think is the absolute scariest moment in the games is when we're down in the baths. Yeah. We just finished this gigantic nonogram. We go to turn around after we've just been completely calm, doing a nonogram. Everything's chill.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was stressed out doing a nonogram, and then I was like, all right, it's better now. And
turn around, and we're attacked by a robot that looks like a girl, and we're drowning. And what to me makes that moment the scariest is that it's so sudden. It's such a contrast between the moment before and the moment it happens. Mm-hmm. And it's that there's that like anxious music going while you're trying to do the puzzle to get out. And also, I'm terrified of drowning.
Yeah. And just, this is something that I feel like I should do one of my Ariana Ranks videos about, times that Nancy was almost killed and she doesn't really care. This is one of those times because, like, we don't even bring it back up.
No.
We don't press charges against Mentaro.
Yeah. We really should.
He tried to kill us.
Yeah, even if it was an accident, like...
And there's a possibility of him getting back with Miwako. And no, he's apparently capable of murder. I mean, we're all capable of murder. But, like... not to get... Anyway.
But yes, and it's never really clear if, like, he set that up on purpose or not, or if it was, like, we accidentally, like, blunder into it or something. Mm-hmm. But no matter what, it's scary. I don't like it.
Yeah, either he's the one who turned it on at us, or it's sentient and walking around, like, Westworld style, in which case we have a whole other set of problems.
No matter what, it's scary. I don't like it, and that rope cutting puzzle was just terrible on Senior Detective.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was okay though. I think I only died like 3 times, so it was fine.
That's not bad. I think I died like 7 times on Junior Detective, so
it's fine. I'm pretty good at that kind of puzzle usually. I'm good at finding that kind of what I need to do. So that one and the picture hanging puzzle are actually like not my least favorite puzzles in that game. Like
yeah,
everyone else.
I like the picture.
I know. I like the picture hanging puzzle.
I do those puzzles on my phone for fun.
Yeah, I like that one. Everyone else is like, that's the worst one in the game, and I'm like, that one is like
that one
not bad. I have to say the nonogram is the worst. That and the Master Sudoku, those are like.
See, but even then, I enjoy those, so...
I'm gonna say the scariest moment in the game is you're almost done with the Master Nonogram, big Nonogram, and you accidentally quit the game without saving. That would be the scariest Nancy Drew moment.
Yeah. That's horrible. Now I'm gonna have nightmares.
Nightmares about not saving your game? And having to, replay Shattered Medallion again for the...
Yes.
Yes. Okay, do you have any scary moments that you can think of?
No, those are really the scariest ones.
Getting trapped in the bilge in Sea of Darkness. I forgot about that one earlier. Now having it, like, slowly filling with water while you're trying to mess with the stuff.
Part. No, yeah, apparently that's really scary because I blank it out of my mind.
Yeah, that one's scary, too. I don't like drowning.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something I would ever like to do again.
Us tonight. Don't like drowning.
Not a fan of the drowning thing. Would like to never do it again. So,
Same.
Okay. So those are what we think are the scariest Daisy Drew moments. If you think we've missed one, then you can let us know on our Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, or our fancy website, krolmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com.
Or you can also find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and you can leave us reviews and let us know how awesome you think we are and how much you love my pitch for what happens after Elliot kills Nancy.
Yes. You can also subscribe to our Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote. Or you can be like our awesome patrons I mentioned at the beginning of the show and support us on Patreon so we can afford to get transcriptions for our episodes. And you can get access to Streamcat pictures, weekly Streamcat pictures, and podcast night VODs. So,
yeah.
As a reminder, I'm Risa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.